What was it that made you guys want to train
Other
wrestlers
wrestlers?
and work with, future generations?
Oh, to be like trainers.
Yeah.
To be
So coaches.
So
Yeah, coaches.
Yeah, yes.
My coach, my trainer, Johnny Rods, he always groomed me to be always helping out. So our knowledge was hand-me-down knowledge, but it was straight from him.
Yeah.
And if it goes astray, he'll come back and correct it, make sure it goes straight down the line again.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, they're teaching this.
Are you trying to get in my camera? Is that what you're doing?
You can't. You gotta go this way. I'm being Italian right now. I gotta move my hands.
Okay.
So you go down the line of how he wants you to train others. So from rolls to roll downs when you slap the mat, how you bump, how it has to be his way. If you go, hey, well, I saw this in Florida. Well, I did this in D1 school. I did this in someone else's school. And no, you do it my way. Okay, go right back to his way. Sure. Then little by little, I became a perfectionist. I was just teaching other people that just came in. So I was everybody's first day coach. And then it just came naturally to me. Now I see all their mistakes. Now coaching, now I see the same mistakes as 18 years ago. And I start laughing like this. Oh, it's like a little butterfly effect. So like when I see them mess up, I already know where they're messing up, but I know how they're going to mess up already.
Right.
And I'll just tell them right when they're rolling, no. And they get up and go right back and get it, do it.
Do it again.
Yeah. So I'm more of a perfectionist. I just like teaching it. I have a
Passion.
passion. I'm
I
very
love.
I have
As you can see.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
Okay, I'm trying to help.
We might have to mute his mic for a little bit.
Thank you.
Oh, please
Please
do.
do.
Please do. I have a high, like I need wrestling to look good. I have a high stake in it.
That makes sense.
Right.
Your mic is unmuted now.
It's
so go
unmuted?
ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I get the Iggy from you.
Yep.
So with me, it was...
Anyways, what I like to say is.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
You didn't bore us enough.
I hate you.
So with me, I had been offered a few times, but I never felt I was ready because for me, I wanted to make sure I'd accomplish a lot more things to my liking. I wanted to be seen on TV a few times. I wanted to be like it was very hard for me to like want to be a trainer or a coach because I didn't fulfill certain aspects of success that I wanted. So when I got asked,
He's looking for a meal ticket, guys.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. I figure at this point, Cosmic don't let us down now.
Yeah, Cosmic, where'd you go?
Please. I got a lot of banking on this one. I got a mortgage to pay. So
10%.
10%. That's all I'm asking
There
for.
we
So what happened with that was like, I was also doing business with the right people. You know what I mean? Like you see where certain schools operate and how they operate, and they're fly by night. They do shady things, and I didn't want to be a part of that. So when Joaquin Morales, who has a very good reputation, came to me, and he's like, do you live in anywhere near Queens? And I was like, well, no, but I didn't know what he was asking me for. I had never wrestled for Battle Club before. I was supposed to wrestle once. I double booked myself, and after that, they didn't want to do it with me, which is fine and fair. But then they decided to make me one of the trainers and the coaches there, along with Masha Slamovich
Oh, and Pena.
Impacts. Oh yeah, Pena too.
Pena.
I was gonna mention him, and then they somehow they decided this guy was gonna be a good idea, and I swear I died. I died a little inside. You don't realize how much I was like, are we sure about this? I remember saying, Joe, I can get people, dude. I can get like really good people. And but I was denied. And but then after that, I was like, I felt more comfortable with my own accomplishments and said, you know what? I was a promoter at one point. I produced events. I've obviously been a wrestler. I've commentated. So I've done all the other aspects.
Bit of everything.
So to me, I was like, okay, coaching felt natural because above everything, I have a love and passion for this. You have to have a love and passion to do this for as long as we have, and like. Whether it's success at a high rate or low, whatever end you meet, it's just one of those things where you got to have a love and passion to do this to your body for long periods of time and hopefully get some acknowledgement from it. So that's what I'm doing, what I'm doing,
Fallout School is a very good school.
Yeah.
We have 4 trainers, and our students are progressing very quickly, and that's a good thing. I just worry about every time a student comes in, they treat it as a real quick hustle, like they're going to come in and out and become a pro wrestler overnight, and it's not. It's years and years and years of practice, lots of years. Oh, coach, you're so good. Oh,
Is this a gratification?
18 years,
though?
23 years. Of course, it's gonna take time. Right now, we look like we just sprung out of the trees and we are good at what we do.
Right.
But it took years and years
A lot of
And
trial and
a
error.
lot of them, I feel like they think, no, it's going to take a month.
But I think that's a lot of instant gratification. It's the world we
But
live
that's
in.
the Instagram world we live in.
I'm saying, like, I think people see, like...
They see their friend doing better than them,
Yeah.
and then they want to be like their friend. Meanwhile, their friend had years on them,
Yeah.
and they only have like 3 months.
Not everyone's going to get the same opportunities based on different things, you know what I mean? Like, people might like somebody because of the way they look or the way they, they handle themselves, their gimmick. There's so many different variables that people mistake, like, someone who rose to the top rather quickly for someone, like saying, oh, well, this guy got to the top in 5 years. And I'm not saying that's not attainable, but at the same time, it's like also not, it's very unrealistic to put that type of pressure on yourself.
Yeah, it's not something that you should count on. You shouldn't go into it saying, oh yeah, in 5 years, I'm going to be that, because it works out differently for, different people. Some people are like, some people might be 19, 20 years old when they become a star. Some people might be almost 40 when they become a star,
That's it. And also the thing that people fail to realize is this, it's like, there's longevity too. Think about that. You could be hot, like fucking, like, I'm sorry about the curse.
No, it's all right. It's all right. We'll just bleep
are we
it
allowed
out.
to? Are we allowed to bleep me out?
Bleep it out.
All right.
Are we allowed to curse?
We are.
Oh, okay. Easy there.
I just making
Just
sure.
don't do it. Just
Because I
don't do
heard
it
it so many
too
times.
often.
I'm censoring myself.
Yeah,
I'm
I just assessed that to
proper
me. Yeah.
young professional.
Yeah. I'm a hooligan, dude. I'm a hooligan. I'm from the streets, dude. Don't let this fool you, dude. But like I was saying, like, I think a lot of people get that mistaken mentality, like, oh, in 3 years I'm getting signed, when it's like, no, man, it takes work, it takes time. And now with social media, it used to be hard for us because we had to physically take VHS tapes. Y'all don't know what that is either. And DVDs, and with a resume, we had to mail it. A package.
And pray they call us.
Yeah, pray that you get a call. Back in the day, you called the promoter and they spoke to you over the phone. That's the way it worked.
Yeah, kid. No, it's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I had a pretty decent level of success with that in the beginning. But then, like, nowadays, you have social media and you can put that stuff on YouTube and you just DM people, whatever. But also, we realize this. You also now have to get the attention of people, with the attention span being a lot smaller. And now you got all these different forms of entertainment to get people's minds off. So you got to be quick, and you have to be ready, and you have to, like, that's why I'm so lively sometimes, too lively, because I know you have
annoyingly
to
lively, yeah.
Yes, and undeniably so.
It's good for TV though. I mean, it's good to have somebody who wants to, talk.
Little
you need that. So Cosmic,
I was gonna say, I know you guys are saying that it's pretty hard for you guys, and I don't want to be like, oh, not for me, but it's a little bit easier for me. Like, I don't even have to send DMs; they DM me.
I mean, I could go into a whole tirade as to why,
I mean,
but it's a different thing.
There's a
Win is a
scarcity
win.
in women wrestling also.
Yeah, there's
You
no
have to
scarcity
understand.
in that.
There's a
Come to
scarcity.
come to this side to see how hard it
I'm
is.
just saying.
And I'm not saying it's impossible because, again, it depends on a lot of variables. Is your look on point? Is your in-ring work on point? Like, there's just so many different aspects. I think there is a scarcity within that division.
Yeah.
And you're not getting the same levels. And I think it's gonna grow eventually. But it's like MMA. It's like that division isn't fully developed yet.
Yeah.
I think the women's division is on an upswing.
Yeah.
But you're going to need more people, because every time someone like her gets popular, they get looked at, they get brought in, and then now you leave one less person with a little more experience, a little bit more. It's an opportunity for more women, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you took someone who had a little more experience a little bit more, and now they're signed, and now you start all over again.
Yeah.
We're trying to with the fallout.
Yeah, we don't make cookie cutters.
Yeah.
Well, that's also something I was going to bring up. We have 4 coaches, and what I love about being part of Fallout is that each coach has his distinctive style of wrasling. It's not just, like, the way Blau wrestles is not the way Santi wrestles. It's not the way Pena wrestles. It's not the way Masha wrestles. Masha is a female coach.
I'm familiar with Masha,
Masha Slamovich.
That's the first name I dropped.
She's one
I love the
of the
name.
best.
Yeah,
female wrestlers
Slamovich.
I've seen in a
I just
long
want to say I love the name, Masha
Yeah.
Slamovich.
Yeah.
Like, at first, like, it's one of those weird names where at first you're like, Masha
Skin Ripper.
Slamovich.
Yeah, she slapped me
She's
bitches.
never-
And then,
You didn't know her first name though, Skin Ripper.
oh, wow.
Hi, Masha.
There you go. But yeah, the name just like, it like grew on me, and I'm like, that's a really cool name. Like, I like it. But go ahead, continue.
So that's what I really appreciate from this school, that each coach has its own style, and it's like you can take what you like and what fits you the best. So it's not like, Some schools you attend is just one trainer, so everyone after that looks exactly, moves exactly, does everything exactly like said trainer. So they are like copy and paste, like copy and paste but in red, copy and paste but in green, copy and paste but in blue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With having 4 distinctive different wrestlers as coaches, you can pick and choose what you'd like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a good way to look at that.